About 100 miles from Washington, D.C. is one of the most isolated places in America. Virginia's Tangier Island is home to a crabbing community that's made its living off the water for more than 200 years. But that way of life and the island itself could be coming to an end. In the new book, Chesapeake Requiem, author Earl Swift says the island could be one of our nation's first climate change casualties. Chip Reid has the story.
On a clear day, a peaceful boat ride to the middle of the Chesapeake Bay will bring you to Tangier Island, the idyllic home to about 450 people, all facing a dire threat. Their island is slowly disappearing due to sea level change and shoreline erosion.
What inspired you to write a book about this island?
Well, you've got a remote community that's a working theocracy in many ways that is facing the end times or trying to grapple with them.
Author Earl Swift first set foot here as a reporter nearly 2 decades ago. He recently returned and spent 14 months documenting a vanishing community and way of life.
This is a place in crisis, and it is merely the first of hundreds, if not thousands, of American towns that will be in similar crisis over the next 20, 30 years. It's a question as to whether it's already too late for some parts of the country. If it is, Tangier will be the first place to go.
Since 1850, this island has lost 2/3 of its landmass. Some marine scientists believe water levels will rise about 2 more feet by the year 2050. Tangier rarely tops 3 feet above the tides.
Is it too late for Tangier?
No, not without heroic intervention, but it would have to be truly heroic.
Heroic on the part of the federal government.
I don't imagine anyone else could come up with the money that it would take to do it.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers plans to build a $3 million jetty that would ease erosion next year. The Corps wants approval by Congress and the Trump administration for a large-scale study to examine how to protect Tangier. Solutions could be a seawall around the island, breakwaters, or relocation of residents to another part of the island or the mainland. The price tag could be hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars.
It is so beautiful from right here. Can you imagine this ever not existing?
No, I can't. We've been here for hundreds of years, and I want to be here for hundreds more, and I don't even want to visit the thought that this will all be gone one day.
James Eskridge, known as Ooker, is Tangier's mayor. He's also one of many here who make their living off the water in this soft-shell crab capital of the world.
So these guys are not going to bite me?
Nope.
That is a soft crab.
Yep.
Is this ready for eating?
Yep.
Ooker admits his island is disappearing, but he blames wave erosion, not climate change.
I don't think man has that power to affect the climate like that, like they say. And talking with a lot of people, it's amazing to me that when people hear about Tangier disappearing, they automatically think of sea level rise. They cannot grasp the concept of erosion.
Can you envision a day, or do you try to not envision a day when people would have to start evacuating this island?
I don't think about that. I don't go there. I know a lot of folks will say, you know, well, why don't you just move to the mainland and start over? But you know, that's foolish talk. I mean, to leave your home and your business.
Most people here are strong supporters of President Trump. Ooker spoke to the president by phone last year and says he wants him to build that wall around the island.
He said America first. I mean, it's just common sense. He's the president of the United States. It should be America first. I'm the mayor of Tangier Island. It's Tangier first with me.
For author Earl Swift, Tangier Island is a harbinger of what's to come.
This is the canary in the coal mine. We've got 88,000 miles of shoreline in the United States, and a lot of it is going to be experiencing the effects of sea level rise. Nowhere near as soon as Tangier is saying it. But yeah, this is coming down the road for an awful lot of the East Coast, awful lot of the Gulf Coast.
And areas with much larger populations than this.
New York City among them, Miami, Norfolk, yeah. So one of the questions we have to ask ourselves as a country is head count the only metric you use to decide whether to save a place? We have to decide what's important to us. And that's going to be really ugly. It's going to be a tough process to go through.
For CBS This Morning Saturday, Chip Reid, Tangier Island, Virginia.